Welcome back, guys. So in the last video, I got to show you a deck tech explaining the burgly bully deck, the ideas behind it. And remember, this is still a deck that we're developing. We're still trying to make it better, or at least learn the nuances of what we can do with it. So we're going to continue to play and see how well we can do. Now we're challenging Hunter. This is the first time I got to challenge Hunter, so let's see what we can do. I think this hand looks pretty strong. I'm going to keep everything. Because I'm thinking that a 2/6 Radiant Elemental is pretty strong. Like, this might be an issue. This might be a mistake. Maybe I should have sent back the Inner Fire at the very least. Maybe I should have even sent back the Divine Spirit. But I'm thinking a turn 2 Elemental plus coin into Divine Spirit is going to be nice. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I should be worried about the 1-drops, you know, or him putting poison on something and just fucking wrecking me. Okay, he did not drop a card here. Now, he is not going to be... Okay. He's not going to be able to kill this on turn 2 because he doesn't have coin. So I know I'm going to be able to untap with that, and that's sort of what I want, because I want to be able to just buff him at least with the Cabal, Talon Priest, and slightly build my board, right? So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. There is another option here, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to... I guess we can discover a spell. Ugh. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm being aggressive. So a lot of cards to waste on there, but I don't think he has the 3/2. What's it called? The rabbit. You know, the guy who gives adapt. I don't think he has that. And even if he does play it, it's an awkward turn for him. I think I'm content with that. I'm gonna put him on an early clock. Because I'm more concerned about Eagle Horn Bow. Like, that's a card that I'd be significantly more worried about. So yeah, I mean, that's... Things really don't get much better than that, I would think. So... Like, sometimes you just gotta know when to go for the play. Like, and you know, this was a big gamble, because if he did have what is it called? The 2 for 3/2 Adapt the Beast. Like, if he had that, you know, I play so much Hunter recently. I don't know why I don't know the name of the card. If he did play that, I would have been fucked. I would have been in a fucked up situation. And that's the strength of Radiant Elemental. And I think that was the strength of that mulligan. It was a pretty big gamble, but it did pay off fairly well for us there. Like, that doesn't really sort of show the strength of the deck. Like, sure, the deck can do that kind of thing, but the strength is really in the control matchup, you know, versus other priests and shit. Like, Shaman is a tough matchup, okay? Silence Priest really folds to Shaman, and we're very close to that same kind of playstyle, so we also fold to Shaman. This would be what I consider the toughest matchup. Regardless, our hand is pretty nice. We can play Cleric on turn 1, Radiant with Potion on turn 2, depending on the board state, or we can just kill something, heal, draw a card. All good plays. So building the board. So making this play because I don't want to do nothing on that turn. I want to develop something because this matchup is about fighting for the board and putting pressure before he gets to an evolve turn, right? So we got to develop. He kept everything. He didn't mulligan anything. How good is that hand that he didn't mulligan a single card? Sure, that's fine. I guess. I mean, I could use the potion, but it kind of seems kind of wasted there. Like, with what he has, he doesn't have enough damage to clear the board at all. So, without spending a card, right? So, I mean, I think this is a safe play. This is also fine. So. Okay, like we can't let the leave totem on board. We gotta get rid of that. So this is nice. We're walking into turn 5. Looks like with an empty board, or at least a board that we can deal with, and which he will not be able to kill a burgly bully. And that's good. That's very good. So that's, I mean, that's good. This is very good. Like, he could hit us with a devolve, but like I said, this is a tough matchup. This is not an easy matchup. So if we get hit with a devolve, I mean, it is what it is. The question is, do we slow play the second burgly, or do we just lay it out and... I'll just heal it. Because I don't want to overcommit into... you know, honestly, maybe I should have buffed the Radiant Elemental instead. Actually, I should have. I fucked up. That was a bad play. Okay. Now a big question is here. If I commit another bully, is it worth him not being able to devolve my board? Like, are 2 coins... okay, like this is... because he could also play Meteor. I guess we'll just heal, because Meteor sucks. Let's force out that kind of removal. Or Volcano, whatever that's called. It seems awkward to me for him to play those cards, though, because he's playing Patches and Bloodstep Horsehair. So there's the devolve. So now what this turn simply came down to was, did we want 2 coins or 1 coin, right? So we opted for the slower, more conservative play, and I don't know if it was the right play, but I mean, it's what we did. So we'll see. So here's a situation where I can be more aggressive Let's assume that he does not have a second devolve in hand, and let's build up some shit. Now if we see Lyra or Gadget Sand, that's what we want. We want Lyra or Gadget Sand because we got a shitload of mana, we have a coin, we got Shadow Word Visions, we're going to be able to draw deeply into our hand. Either that or an Inner Fire or Divine Spirit, because if we got either, then we combo off. This is still not bad. The Bully has done its job. Oh, that's nice. This is nice. I mean, just these things existing on the board have done their job. So oh wow, I didn't see that coming. Huh? Interesting, certainly, right? Inner Fire, so we're close to that, right? He used double devolve, so let's build. Let's build a board. I don't want to use his Shadow Visions because I'm hoping that I'm going to get Gadget Stand, and right now, even Divine Spirit is just not enough for me. So sure, 4. It happens. Now our opponent is starting to really fill that board out a bit. I actually might want to opt for a Holy Nova here just to keep the board fair, right? And we got some spells, so let's see if we can't find a Holy Nova. So we didn't find a Holy Nova. We could take a potion. It would not do anything. Ah, gosh, it's really a terrible hand. So I guess we'll just cast more spells. Let's hope that we find something of value. Ah, gosh. Double Bloodlust. It happens. If we took the... What did we take there? I forgot what we took. But if we took the... That's tough. What can you do? Double Bloodlust, bro. Double Bloodlust. We even tried to deal with that board, so... You can see the promise in that game there. Like, really, he just got some timely taunts out there. And we just didn't find the answer. Unless I missed lethal. Did I miss lethal? Maybe. I don't think so, though. Okay, so let's assume that he's playing Quest Rogue. So we're going to keep the faster items. And I'm going to just throw back Shadow Word Pain because I need creatures on board. So I need to hard mulligan for Cleric and Radiant Elemental. Potion of Madness is actually not too bad. This is Quest Rogue, so we really want to get our Divine Spirit combo ASAP. So we're going to push for that. We'll see how that plan turns out. Like if he goes weapon here, then that's good. That's gonna be helpful. He does not go weapon. So he's going for that Firefly combo. So what I'm hoping is that he plays Igneous. So he played Igneous, cool. So I see what he wants to do here, and we just want to deny him that value, right? So we'll play a potion. We'll take this, kill this off. So we denied him the double Firefly, or Flame Elemental. So he might have another. But it's important that we draw into OTK combos, so we're going to go with the double Cleric, because that means more cards in hand, and we need to find that damage, and at the same time we need to put damage on the board, right? So he's already got... Okay, well there's a second Firefly. Is that the second? Okay, and he has a third. So okay, here it is. And here's a third Firefly. 3. So now he has 4 of those things in hand. Bounce it. Yeah, and now he has 4 of all that bullshit. Oh well, guys. Quest complete. Alright. Okay. Now, he's still got to play the spell. And we know that those are 4 of the things. Unless he kept a prep. You know, I'm thinking he didn't keep a prep. Let's build. Let's build a board. Okay, we're close. So we'll keep the board clear. And right here, we're just going to hope that he doesn't go, okay, well, there's prep and there's a... Okay, well, maybe he just lays it out. If he lays it out, there's a very good chance that we win. Well played. Okay, but I think we win because we have double elemental. Let's check for the cards. Divine Spirit. We'll heal up a bit. And 6. 24. Unifier. So that's pretty much how you have to play that matchup. 3 games, 2 games, or 3 games or 4 games? But I hope there you got to see the deck a little bit more in action and got to see the mechanics involved and how the matchups change depending on what you play. Yeah, and I think it's interesting, and I'd love to hear what you think of the deck. I'm definitely going to try to develop it more. I think there's promise. Of course, you can hit me up on Hearthpoem, or you can hit me up on my Twitter. I'll put the link after. You can find the deck list. We can talk about some cards. Thanks for watching.